name is Francisco.
And I'm Isa Serrano.
And today we're going to be doing a gospel reflection on John 12, verses 1 through 11. Okay, so I'm going to
Read it.
go ahead and read it for you guys. So it starts off, 6 days before the Passover, Jesus came to Bethany, the home of Lazarus, whom he had raised from the dead. There they gave a dinner for him. Martha served, and Lazarus was one of those at the table with him. Mary took a pound of costly perfume made of pure nard, anointed Jesus' feet, and wiped them with her hair. The house was filled with the fragrance of the perfume. But Judas Iscariot, one of his disciples, the one who was about to betray him, said, Why was this perfume not sold for 300 denarii and the money given to the poor? He said this not because he cared about the poor, but because he was a thief. He kept the common purse and used to steal what was put into it. Jesus said, Leave her alone. She bought it so that she might keep it for the day of my burial. You always have the poor with you, but you do not always have me. When the crowd of the Jews learned that he was there, they came not only because of Jesus, but also to see Lazarus, whom he had raised from the dead. So the chief priests planned to put Lazarus to death as well, since it was an account of him that many of the Jews were deserting and believing in Jesus. Okay, so just kind of a quick summary of the reading. They're having a dinner in the house of Lazarus, who Jesus raised from the dead. And Mary starts washing the feet of Jesus with very expensive perfume. And Judas tells Mary, why are you wasting this perfume when you can sell it and give the money to the poor? When in reality, he wasn't thinking of giving the money to the poor since he's a thief. And Jesus says, the poor are always with you, but I will not always be with you.
Something that stood out to me from the passage was that Mary was willing to use that that expensive perfume to serve Jesus. And I think that's something really admiring and I look up to, because it's hard sometimes in life to give up things that are valuable to you or that you wouldn't normally give up. So maybe a challenge that you can do at home is when you have an expensive purse that you don't really use a lot but just keep because it's expensive and it's something that you probably had a really hard time getting, you could give it to someone who probably needs it, or someone who might need the money. And that's something that Judas didn't understand, but Jesus explained to him.
So one thing that I guess kind of stood out to me from the passage is that where Judas saw waste, Jesus saw love. And that can, I feel like, apply to our current situation here with the whole coronavirus going on, pandemic. I think one thing that you could, I guess, exercise this in your real life is when you're out in the supermarket and you see, let's say, toilet paper, one of the most sought after items right now, and you see 5 bags of it, and you might think to yourself, why not take all of them and just make sure you have a lot? And one might think, oh, it'd be a waste not to take it. But then you could do as Jesus did and see the other side of things, and how other people will probably also need that toilet paper, and show love and care for the rest of the people that are also in need.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this passage reading, and I hope you take on this mission and these advices and challenges we gave you, and stay safe, wash your hands, isolate, and pray. Be safe. We will pray for y'all.